Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. You're listening to the Ragnar-Ra Tarot, and I did pre-record this video previously and it stopped, so I'm having to go over it again and do it again. That's okay. So I already have some cards that have come out here for a particular person who is listening to this, for someone who really needs to hear this. These cards do touch on the deepest levels of ourself and the situation at hand. And I've started with the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle card, and then also the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle card, and then these two which flank each of those cards are the Bifrost Divination deck, or the Yggdrasil, depending on whichever one you prefer to say. So yeah, Yggdrasil on the box here as well, as you can see, Norse divination cards. So we started off with the Starborn. Now, the Starborn was the radiant aspect of the self, and as you can see, it looks like an egg that is cracking open in the universe, and that cracking can represent the ego when it starts to crack, break, and sort of no longer has the stability. It's shaking. The ego is literally cracking. So this is the energy that this is actually pointing to. This is what you're going forward. Something within inside of you is actually cracking, breaking. The mind may be stiller than it was before. There is something cracking open, some kind of light, some kind of, part of you that is coming through. And this is what this card represents, the Starborn. And it is called the Divine Child. It's also called the Star Child. So for some of you that will have a significance. And it's also called the Destined. So this speaks of a destiny which you've either always felt you had within yourself. It's something that maybe some kind of followed you from when you were a child in most cases here. And this archetype, this is the archetype that you're actually leading with. This represents the archetype, and the alchemy deck represents the energy that you are leading with. So we're on the archetype right now. And it talks about the newborn, the spark alive that's in birth, that shapes us, that maps our path out in the world. It's kind of like, I know destiny is controversial, but I'm a very strong believer in the fact that we already know what we're going to do before we ever come here. And so in a way, we do map our own destiny. It's not we are flung hither and thither by sort of energies that we have no control of. We're exactly where we should be in the world because we chose to be there for that purpose, and that purpose is different with every single soul. So what you see here is it's a sense of destination. It's your purpose. It's what you're aiming yourself and how you're aiming yourself in this world. And it also points to the fact that when you were young, you're looking for clues of what that is. If you don't already know, you'd be looking at the things that you desired when you were young. Maybe you felt that where you belong, you had a feeling of belonging, something or some part of you. It's mythic, this card, rather than logic. And yeah, what it asks you to do is read the story of the three fates. I don't know that story, only as in the Nordic fates, the Nordic poetic Edda, and the fates there, that sit underneath the world tree, the Yggdrasil. But it says, read the story of the three fates, and also to envision yourself born under the stars with unique destiny. So, yeah, this is about being trusting, vibrant, and aimed, being joyful. It's star-crossed lovers. It's the divine union. So this is what this is calling for. And this is the way you're pointing in the world. On the alchemy side of things, you have this one, which is the Spiritus Rector, which again asks you to not question things, and don't feel lonely, because when you are alone, whenever you have been in times where you have really needed guidance, you've always found it. You've always found that guidance, but that inner guidance that's been leading you all through your life to this point now is the same inner guidance that this card is asking you to trust now. Trust your own inner guidance, because that is the quiet voice within you that is leading you now through to this destiny. This card is the card of destiny. They're both kind of destiny in a sense, and this is what they're both leading you to here, to trust in that voice, to go deeper, to be silent, to listen. So meditation is important with this card. And then on the flanking sides, you have two forces here, two energies. One is of trust, one is of loyalty. And I think the reason why this one is here is that it's saying to trust your inner guidance, to be loyal to that, to not be swayed. And the reason it's asking you that is because there are energies here. And these energies could be literally destructive to your path right now if you allow them to be. I think really that is what this card is saying. But on the same I won't say same side, it's just that although this card is talking of catastrophes that could be like destructive to your aims, to the way you, to your this destiny that you're called upon now, it does have an undermining effect, but I think only through the way that it can put doubt, it can put uncertainty, you can be overwhelmed with fear, and all these energies are present. And I think that's why Loki is present, because Loki is like the dark side of the self. That's what really I think Loki is. And so it's like trust is here, and being steadfast, and I think that is what is necessary at this time. Whatever you are happening, you are definitely going through a massive transformative point in your life. And when Loki is here, you have to question those doubts. You have to question everything. And that is what this card is telling you to do. Whatever you believe to be true, to question, because even though there may be energies around you that may feel detrimental, that may feel this way, to question even that, because sometimes we feel that our path is being shaken. or we're being pushed in one direction or another direction, that there is always going to be opposing forces. So on this journey of discovery of the self, and those usually come from within you. So to question everything, but to remain true to yourself and to listen to your own inner guidance, steadfastness and loyalty, very clear here. And it also talks about Nana here, who is traversing the worlds and renewal. So when I see that, I always think about Yule and winter, of how the sun supposedly dies of the winter on the 21st at Yuletide. And a lot of the pagan rites were about calling the sun back, doing different sort of kind of things like banging drums, shamanic calls and different things, so the sun would come back for the spring, because it went through an underworld's, they thought it went through and into the underworld in the winter on its boat to rise again. And this is the card of renewal. So in a way it's like the sun. So the sun has to go through a death period before it can be renewed. And I think that's where this idea of loyalty, steadfastness and trust comes from, even though you have these cunning energies that are going to put doubt in front of your mind, that are going to try and undermine everything that is happening now. So this is what these cards are talking about. Now I'm going to go into some other cards, and maybe we can just like lift a lid a bit more on this, because it's very deep. Yeah, so I picked another oracle card, and this is the Sesakoli oracle, and this is the card which is called Retreat, and it's right next to this Loki energy here. And with Loki you can always expect shake-ups in your life, and this card here is talking about something that has happened within your life. It took an unexpected turn. It looked inviting at first, but turned out much worse than you anticipated. So this really is like an energy, again, disruptive, that wants to undermine in some way, or completely dash everything that you're planning. You know, this energy here of direction and destiny. So some energy in your life, or has been in your life here, that is really trying to undermine that, to undermine what you were here for, born for, your true destiny, the true you and that side of you, and something that is absolutely right for you to be doing right now. And it's saying you're absolutely right to run away from this energy. You're absolutely right. But stay calm, right? You don't want this energy around you. So the first thing you should do is not just rush into another situation, anything like this before, whatever it is that turned up in your life that has really been shaking your world. Is just, the advice here is just leave it behind. Leave it behind and just plot your next move, your next way out. And it has a light and a dark side to it. And on the light side, it says the best thing to do and the bravest thing in some situations is knowing when to retreat, to leave something behind. On the dark side, it's saying, are you being cowardly about something? But considering it's Loki here, I would say whatever that situation is, to leave it behind. Just let it go. Just, get it out your life in whatever way you can. I'm going to also do another oracle. These oracles really do seem to be pointing to situations here. I don't know if it's going to give us any more on this. We do have Nana, which is the trust in yourself. I think this really does point to your own, believe in your own self right now. You are this diviner. It says diviner here, divine timing and evaluating. There are divine timings coming through here for you. Yeah. With these, again, it's directing my eye at this egg, this cracked egg, this spiritual side, this opening up that is happening in your life, whatever is coming to the forefront now in your life, which is about to renew you, renew your life, whatever is this dark night that you are going through, like a kind of a death before the rebirth here, and the cracked egg also bringing up the same motif as this rebirth, something being birthed. There is divine timing here, and the trust card with the Nana and the loyalty is staying true to yourself. And again here, when we're looking at this leave it alone, best thing to do is to retreat. It was a bad, whatever it was, it was, it was a blunder. You shouldn't, it was something very dark here, energy, and to just move away from it, whatever that was, or whomever that was. So we're going to look at the diviner next and see what this divine timing, and someone's very gently holding what looks like to be new growth. So we can already see that you're already coming into this renewal. This egg is cracking here. You're to trust your deepest self here with Spiritus Rector, which is the meditation, the going into the quiet moments within yourself. But it is already beginning to, the shoots, the branches are coming up here with the diviner. So something has already started. The birth has already, well, it's here as well. It's already begun. You're no longer the empress who is pregnant with the potential. Everything that you are is already starting to open, to come to fruition, which is great news. And you can see these beautiful colours here. So let's just check on that diviner card and see exactly what it has to say. Okay, so what this card is saying is the air fills with a heavy scent, turning light, hazy and thick, which makes you cough, but you're unfazed by it. So it's talking of a diviner, patterns in sticks and scattered shapes of rune stones. By reading the signs, the diviner can determine the path for the future and plant the seeds that are needed to turn events into your favour. Patience is their closest ally. So you've already taken the right actions you needed for the desired outcome that you need right now. So this is about things need to come into fruition. As with everything, even when the bird is cracking out of the egg, you can't rush it. You can't pull the egg open. You can't help the bird be born, because that egg, the bird is attached to the inner, the egg itself on the inner side, the veins and all those little corpuscles, are all there in the egg, all attached to the bird and the bird attached to it. So it's about like, there's no rushing this. Yes. You have to wait for the fruitation, just like with the Yule festival, when the sun doesn't come back up until the March, when you see the spring. So this is a passing of time, a divine timing card, as you see here. So just allow things to happen in accordance with divine timing. So you can make arrangements. You can, even though you can't do a lot right now, you feel stuck. You can't really do great amount of things. But what you can do is prepare for this outcome. Prepare for what is here. Be in the best position you can right now for when it happens, because it is assured that it will. So yeah, so what is coming in for you? What is this? What is that is coming in for you? What will this new beginning bring, this opening, this something that is cracking within you, this this divine child, this star-born, this destiny? What more can it tell us here? Let's just see where we are. I'm going to grab a tarot card and see what is happening with the tarot here. These cards are very much like the previous reading. If you didn't see that reading, please do, because this is the progression of your journey right now. And as with all journeys, you need guidance. You need to listen to your own inner self and follow the signs that are here in these cards. You can listen to the reading it over again as many times as you need to. So you have this Page of Pentacles here. So again, it's this energy that is coming, which is being birthed into the mundane, into the world. So these are the energies that are being birthed into the world. So it is material, something you will be coming forward materially very soon, something that you will see in the material world. So it's again the patience until things are ready, reach the fruitation. The new energy is here with the Page. Again, you have this fire energy, you have this Ace of Wands, so you have the drive and the determination, you have the Pentacle, which is the gift. So yeah, there is something here about rest, and it's something to do with your heart. So there's healing taking place here. And this is another reason why things are not ready. There is still healing that needs to be done, and it seems to be there's a cord here that's been attached, and you're just like there, cocooned almost, and it goes back to the egg. See, it's like someone newborn in a nest. The egg opened, and the new you is here. But this is rest. This is needing for time to recover. It's like a recovery card as well. As a birth is a very exhausting thing, a very exhausting time for any living being. In a new birth is the same, when we're transforming and transmuting, and the heart here is what seems to be the healing. There is some healing that's being done here with the art. But you have the fire energies here, which is power energy. The power, you have some power, inner power that is here and new. Yeah, it's like you're being rebirthed, like your inner energy, your maybe greater power or more intense, something about that, with this divine star seed and a purpose. It's like everything is trying to everything is lining up for this new birth, and there's periods of rest necessary. This Queen of Wands, which is all the fire energies. It's a magician card as well, holding a. She's not the magician, but she's a kind of aspect of it, because she holds the wand, and again the wand is like the active force. So the active force is here. So before action can be taken, or will be taken after this period, and this is the energies coming together, rest, renewal, healing, and power. This is like how you will be, the energy in the world. Can you see this? This is you, this Queen of Wands. Even if you're a man, you are coming through with this Queen of Wands. This is like the feminine energy. It's a feminine force. It's a manifesting force, a life-giving force. It's creative. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, in the world. So this is all about you, all about your goal now, all about your journey and where you are going. And why all these forces, these energies are necessary in order to break open that egg, for you to be renewed, born again in a way, transformed, transmuted. It's a very creative, and I think, as I said before, it is this manifesting energy within the world. Yeah, and it's like reminding me of like geometric symbols, like a divine alchemy here. Page of Swords, intellect, new things coming in, and these are like messengers, and she seems to be rising here, and she's doing some kind of very fine balancing. So it's a balance, it's like a perfect balance. It's like you're completely balanced. So in a way it does give me the an alchemical nature, when you're completely balanced, like in your energies, messages coming through. And this rising reminds me of like with the power, with the pentacles, it's like energies that are rising within you, and creativity, and you have a book here, and you have messengers, and I'm either seeing like the Akashic, which is the book that opens and you can read like whatever's in there, and also these messengers, these birds, are also reminding me of like co-helpers, people with you, which are working with you to help you. So it could also be like getting messages, like downloads, knowledge, intuitiveness, divining, whatever you're doing. I can see that here. There's some kind of divining, some kind of, all those cards nearly fell, but I caught them. So yeah, this is a really big story for someone. It's a really big energy that is here. and you really have to balance it. This is the perfect balance, the perfect balance. And yeah, you have the Three of the Wands here. You're ready, you'll be ready after this period of time. You'll be ready to put all these plans, all these ideas into action. And it also wants you to know that, yeah, it's a card of justice. We see balance again, perfect balance, perfect justice, perfect doing the exact right thing at the right time. It's like living in the, yeah, like a magician again, like you're in tune with everything around you and nature. The Six of Pentacles, this could be someone offering you money, something of value for what you do, for what you do. So can we get anything more? It seems like we know everything about what the energies here, but we don't actually know what you're going to be doing. Is something creative in the world, something that could be to do with you receiving information somehow. Divinity and divine forces are here, and also plans. It's going back to your starborn, whatever your destiny is. What is that destiny, please? Can we just have some final cards on this? I feel like I've been talking forever, but I've only been 31 minutes. It's probably because I started the reading previously and then it accidentally went off when I paused. I think I paused it for too long and it just went off because I was looking at the story and divining the story. So if we can see, please, what is this destiny? What is this energy? What is coming up here? What is it that we are waiting for? The questioner is waiting for. Particular person is preparing for. Well, it says there is a mature man here that is involved in this. Whoa. Oh, okay, a union of some point. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. There is changing coming in here. There are changes. I hope you can see this okay. It looks okay. A change is definitely happening. It's bringing in all this change, this union, male energy. I'm not sure where that belongs. It says courtship. That may be on the cards at some point after this. There is a false person. This is the false person. It's right next to Loki. Yeah? Right next to the runaway again. So all these things are giving you more information about this energy of this here that you should leave alone, get away from. And if you're not, you should, because it's going to could and very, very likely will either disrupt or could even destroy your plans, your future, your calling, your destiny. So it's giving you more on that now. So this is preparing you, and this is your way out, because you have a pathway. And sorry, did I just shove it right up against the camera? I got a bit excited there, sorry. But this pathway, again, I'm looking at the rebirth here, and under the divination and the timing and pathway. I'm sure we've seen something like this before in this reading. There's a pathway here, yeah, which you already know with timing, the divine timing. It's coming up under the divine timing here, because there's really no way to put it. It's got nothing to do with these. So It's a divine timing, is your pathway. This is what you're waiting for it to be materialized, and the energies and the forces to be ready. And this is why it takes this time where you need to rest, you need to do the healing, before you can birth this new you. It is you, it is your new you. And these are the energies you'll be carrying forward in this new you. And there is I honor here. There is I honor definitely for you on this card. And even, I don't know if that is a physical marriage or a divine marriage, as I said, with a higher self, or even with an enlightenment, is definitely star-born. And you've got 2 enlightenment cards here. You have this, which is like your destiny, and the ego cracking here. And you also have the trust in the inner voice. And then with that, you have the Iona. You have this marriage again. It could be the alchemical marriage. It could be both physical and alchemical. And is there anything else we need to know here? Is there anything else we need to prepare for, that we should know, that should be revealed? There will be a message, okay? So they're talking about message. It's under justice, okay? Because it's pointing here to some kind of justice. Yeah, the courthouse, it is justice again. So the message is definitely justice with the courthouse. Yeah, it's just how it felt. And, you know, I went with the flow, and it is right. With the courthouse, it is justice. So here we have the justice and the message of justice. We have change. And can we see this change? Can we see this justice? Can we see what's going on now? What is the advice and what is the conclusion? What can we see if we on this course? Yeah, it's got concern on one side, which I'm putting here, because this is the problem, and it's exactly like the reading I had the other night. And here we go, the wealth that is coming in, some kind of wealth that you're going to produce. These are coins again. If you can just look at that, you've got number 11. And number 11 is always like the divinity, the calling, the somebody who is very high position, like spiritually, because 11, a very spiritual high position. So, you know, like a spiritual teacher, something like that. We got wealth here, sudden wealth in the discs. So something in the world is going to bring you some kind of sudden wealth. And I'm going to end this reading here because it is a beautiful reading. And you can see the forces that you must move away from. You can see the forces that are coming in. It is a magnificent reading. And as long as you just follow just exactly the course you're on right now, because it's your pathway, it's your destiny, and everything's going to fall into place. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And if you have, please leave me a like. You can comment on anything that you've seen tonight or that really resonates for you. And I'm very happy to read for you. And it's just been a pleasure. And thank you very much for being here. And remember, I love you very much. Take care of yourselves. And really, may love and light go with you. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye now.